Okay, what up y'all? It is me and my new friends, Amy and Vera. We are in Singapore. I finally made it last night late and checked into the hostel, and I've been sleeping since. So now is my first outing in Singapore, and we're at the Botanical Gardens. And yeah, that's really all I had to say. Okay, check it out. Oh my god. So big.
Alright y'all, get ready for some mad facts. Put your seatbelt on. I'm going to bring you through the history of the Singapore Botanical Gardens very quickly. Singapore became a country in 1819, and most of these trees were there prior to the beginning of Singapore, which makes them extremely old, right? Some of these trees reach about 50 meters tall. Very, very insane.
Okay, this freaking plant is huge. Look at it. It's like the same size as you.
Another wonderful fact of the Singapore Botanical Gardens is that it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site a couple years ago, which is a really big deal. Also, it's the first country in Southeast Asia to be able to have a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This gorgeous little area is basically a little museum talking about ethnobotany, which is the relationship of people and plants, mostly the environment, food-wise, product-wise, selling. A very big export that Singapore has is rubber. Southeast Asia, all the countries export a lot of rubber, but there are a lot of rubber trees in the Singapore Botanical Gardens. This area is a little concert venue that still holds concerts, but it was like especially poppin' in the 1930s.
Yeah, I've never seen something that looks kind of like a bowl like that. It's like, it looks like it's stuck there. He looks kind of menacing, like he's like screaming, like he's gonna eat a turtle or something. Yeah. I don't know what he eats, but I don't. They're so creepy when they're stuck. Ooh, he's so menacing. Look at his hands. Ooh, I don't like that. Oop, shit, he's fast. Coffee Pedalium.
Sorry, I'm just gonna sneak in.
Ooh, those cicadas are so loud. Wow.
And of course, the best part of the Singapore Botanical Gardens,
Oh,
the
cute.
orchids. This amazing place has the largest display of tropical orchids in the entire world. There are over 60,000 orchids from over 1,000 orchid species and 2,000 created hybrid species in this collection. They also have a VIP section where they show their created lab orchids, and they name them after famous people, including, I believe, Steve Irwin has an orchid, Nelson Mandela has an orchid, a few other people, actually a lot of people, but how incredible. And this right here is the infamous rubber tree. Obviously they make rubber from this, and this is an extremely important export from Southeast Asia.
Oh, yeah, that one.
And as a cheap traveler, I'm super proud to announce that Singapore Botanical Gardens are completely free to enter. Another wonderful free thing to visit is ChinaTown in Singapore. I've been to a lot of Chinatowns in many different cities, but honestly, this Chinatown is my favorite Chinatown I have seen. A lot of culture, a lot of food, a lot of healers telling us about bird's nest soup and all this different stuff. The atmosphere here, absolutely wonderful. I love this Chinatown. Also tried some food that was phenomenal. Highly recommend laksa if you go to Singapore. It is actually to die for.
You make soup with the bird's nest? Is it good?
Pretty good for.
So you eat it?
Yeah, you eat it. Oh.
That's awesome. The more you know. Oh, more bird's nest. Oh my god. Okay. I absolutely love this.
No, it's a bit too big.
That's what I kind of figured. They're really pretty. Okay, ready? Cheers. Yeah. This is exactly what Jesus. Oh fuck. Oh my god. I see exactly why you reacted that way. Holy shit. Oh god, that's nasty. It's like drinking an ashtray. Woo.
You're gonna have to like blend it.
Video while walking, so I don't care.
And the last thing we tried to do was there's a huge water show downtown in Singapore. We were super late, but we caught a little bit of it and it was absolutely beautiful. Not to mention the freaking skyline, you guys. Look at this. It was crazy. Also, obviously free to look at, but oh, stunning. And that wraps it up for my day 1 adventure. Stay tuned for day 2 in Singapore.